Well, good evening, folks, or good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Quincy Kane here, and this is live stream number 72. And for anyone who's been keeping up with the past couple streams, as you can see, we're back in our usual location. We've got the water fountain back, so. But for this particular stream, we're going to be checking out, I'm going to be playing a few songs for you, and we're going to check out a few clips from Lacey Sturm. Those of you who know me, you know I'm a Flyleaf fan, and I checked out some of Lacey's solo stuff, but it never resonated with me the same way that the Flyleaf stuff did. But still pretty cool stuff. Always still interested to see what she's doing. So we're gonna check out a few clips. Fairly recent, and by fairly recent, I mean this year, so not like this week or anything like that. But yeah. But while we're waiting for a few more people to show up, I'm going to go ahead and dive into a song for you guys. So if you're just tuning in, don't be shy. Say hello. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know what's something fun you've done this week. And with that said, I'm going to play a song for you. This one's an instrumental. This one's called Ascension. Hope you like it. Thank you. Again, that one was called Ascension. And probably going to be rocking instrumentals for this stream, just because they're almost done with the renovations. The church is looking pretty amazing. They've got all the carpet kind of set up now, and they've got things painted, and they've got the chairs in place, and those look really good. And so everything's looking really nice. And now we're just getting the instruments back on stage and kind of set up. So we are anticipating that we'll have service in the sanctuary come Sunday. But yeah, so my brother-in-law's actually in the other room right now, and so that's the funny thing. Usually I have the church to myself when I do these streams and stuff, but if someone's here and they hear me, like, they don't hear what you guys hear. You guys hear the backing track. You guys hear me playing with the music and everything like that, and so it makes sense when I'm singing. But anyone who just walks in, it's like I'm just this random guy in a hallway just like screaming my head off. So probably going to rock some instrumentals for you guys, but going to go ahead and dive into one more song here, and then I think we're going to start checking out some of those clips. Again, we're going to be looking at some clips from Lacey Sturm, former vocalist of Flyleaf, but I don't know if they're getting back together or not. I know they are getting back together for a certain show coming up. I think there's some kind of show in Las Vegas, some big festival or something, and she's going to be teaming up with Flyleaf and singing lead vocals on that. But I don't know if they're actually getting back together and they're going to be like releasing new music together. I hope that'd be awesome. But either way, the fact that they're getting back together for some upcoming shows is pretty sweet. I just wish they were happening a little closer to where I lived, a little closer to the East Coast. I have yet to see Flyleaf live, but maybe someday. Anyway, so with that said, let me know. Have you ever seen Flyleaf live? What are some of the best live shows you've ever seen? Leave a comment. Let me know. And here's another instrumental for you. Hope you like it. Thank you. There goes the backing track. Okay. I think, is that right? Oh. Okay, sorry. I actually played the wrong song, but not like it really matters. But okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and dive into our reaction segment here. So again, we're going to be checking out some clips from Lacey Sturm. Now, most of these are not actually just solo Lacey Sturm. It's actually some songs that have been released featuring Lacey Sturm. So that's what we're going to be checking out. So let me get things set up so that you guys can hear and see everything. Just a moment here. All right. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear things, and now you should be able to see it. There should be a little screen at the bottom of the corner there. All right, so this first clip we're going to check out, this is actually from the band Islander. Now, I still have to check out more of Islander's stuff. I know there's one song. Oh, what's the song? I can hear it in my head. For me, I love this new wave. I think it's called New Wave or something like that. I like that song by Islander, so they definitely have some material that I like. But apparently, they've done a song with Lacey Sturm. This is a song called It's Not Easy Being Human. And this might actually be a live performance, yes. So I think there was some kind of festival earlier this year called Shiprocked, and Shiprocked 2023. So this is a fairly recent show, happened back in late January. Yeah, so let's check it out. The song is called It's Not Easy Being Human, featuring Lacey Sturm with Islander. Let's see what we got here.
It's called It's Not Easy Being Human. If you haven't heard it, and you relate to that, I encourage you to listen to it. It's not easy being human. This song features Lacey Sturm, Flyleaf.
Let's see.
Give it up for Lacey.
Oh, there she is. I remember she really popularized the, wearing the dress over jeans and stuff. I had, like, all my female friends totally modeled that after her. Okay, so I do think I've heard this song before, but this is their live performance of it. As far as I can tell, it's a pretty good stage mix. I'm hoping they turn Lacey up a little bit because she sounds a little quiet. Could be, well. You're all right there. I bet this was a fun show to go to. I think his harsh vocals are sounding pretty good. His clean vocals are sounding a little rough. Not too bad, but, you know, I don't know how many songs he's already sang or whatever. Band sounds good. I'm curious. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on this. Vocals can be interesting live, especially like a rock show like this, because, you know, they're rocking out, they're moving out, and it's just kind of inevitable. Like, you're not going to be able to sing your best if you're just rocking out to the music, you know? You kind of have to make certain compromises. Like, you can either be more entertaining and sacrifice, you know, some of your vocal quality, or you can be boring and stand still, but nail the vocals. It's kind of like a meter there, sort of gauging like how much movement there is and how well you're actually performing the vocal and stuff. And I've definitely, I don't know, I've heard both. Obviously I've heard good live performances before, but it does seem like sometimes you'll just get like a random clip like that from a show, and the vocal can be a little rough. But it always seems like if you were at the show, you probably didn't notice. Like, it's weird how like you can be at the show and just when you're in the live setting with all the energy, it's like, it seems like vocalists can almost get away with not giving a perfect performance. And then when you watch the clip from somebody's phone, it's like, it's not as forgiving, That seems to be the case for me. I don't know if you guys kind of noticed that either. I don't know if, it's a little easier to be forgiving just from a live show anyway. No one's expecting a perfect performance. Yeah, I don't know. So if you have any thoughts on that, let me know. So we've got another clip here. Now, this is actually a song, I think, that was released. I'm a little confused here. All right. I think the song is called Hold On, and the band is called All Good Things. But this is another song featuring Lacey Sturm. So different band. Let's see here.
The following transformation is real, but temporary.
Skip this ad. All right, I think this band is called All Good Things. Because, that sounds a little better than Hold On. I don't think either one is like a great band name, but all right. So I think we're going to give this one a shot. See what we got here. All right, this is Hold On by All Good Things featuring Lacey Sturm. And this one's a lyric video. I don't think I've heard this. Okay. So I'm not going to say it sounds like Linkin Park, because I don't think it actually does, but it obviously is following kind of a similar format, sort of very kind of pop-ish electronic verse, and now it's starting to build up, getting some drums in there. And then it's probably going to come in with the heavy guitars in this chorus. All right, not bad. Here's Lacey. So it's not bad. I think it's a solid song, It's, nothing is, like, standing out to me exceptionally, but nothing's wrong, I think it's very solid. Let's check out this bridge. It's a good message. course, is pretty catchy. I'm not going to say it's like, you know, like I'd probably give it like a solid like 7, 7.5, something like that. All right. Hold On featuring Lacey Sturm. It is out now, and that came out 5 months ago. So, so that came out a little bit later last year. So, cool. Well, let me go ahead and play another song for you guys, and then we'll check out a few more clips from Lacey Sturm. So, but let me know what you guys thought of either song, the Hold On or the Islander song. What was that called again? That was It's Not Easy Being Human. So I think It's Not Easy Being Human might be a little more my cup of tea. But both of them are solid, It's like if the song were to come on, it's not like I would, not that I ever listened to the radio, but, if I had my music on shuffle or something and it came on, I probably wouldn't switch it or anything like that. So solid track. All right, well, with that said, let me know what you guys think, and I'll go ahead and play another song for you. This is another instrumental. Hope you like it. Thank you. All right, so we're going to check out a few more clips from Lacey in just a moment here. But I thought I would give you guys kind of some updates on what I've been up to, what's been going on. So probably the most recent thing with me, some of you might have noticed, I released a song last week, a song called Erase Myself. So if you haven't heard it yet, there's a playthrough video available on my YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. But the song, it's available pretty much everywhere. It's on Spotify, AppleMusic, Amazon, YouTube, all those spots. So, and you can even download it for free if you go to my Bandcamp. There's a link for all that stuff in the description, but you can download the track there for free, and definitely check it out. I definitely appreciate those of you who have listened and have shared kind words about it. And I'm already starting to work on the next one, so kind of excited about that. I've got a few videos I'm going to be dropping. Been working on a lot of content lately. It's kind of interesting. It's all been a learning process for me, but for the longest time, I made so much music-related content, but I didn't make content related to my music. And so what I mean by that is, I don't know, I think I was just always looking for some way to, I don't know, I was just kind of doing what everyone else was doing and not just doing what I wanted to do, not just writing songs. And I didn't realize that if I would just put the music out, there are actually a lot of ways to make content based off of that. And so I'm excited for what this year has in store, because this is just the first song, and already I've got, quite a few pieces of content based off of this one song. And so later, as we get on throughout the rest of the year, as I'm releasing more songs, I'm looking forward to seeing what other videos I have in store for you guys, and definitely excited to see what's to come. So looking forward to that. Going to be getting those videos coming out soon. And then this next song, some of you have heard it, but for those of you who don't know which one I'm planning to work on next, I'm going to kind of keep it a secret for now. But I will give you this hint. It's going to have some acoustic guitar in it. So I'm really excited about that, getting to record some acoustic guitar. I don't think I've recorded acoustic guitar since like 2016 or something like that. I put out an EP. It was, it's not metal or metalcore or anything like that. It was kind of an acoustic piano pop rock kind of thing. And that was an EP I put out back in 2016, and the guitars came out pretty good on it, but that's the last time I've recorded acoustic guitar, so I'm kind of excited. My brother's going to be letting me use his Martin, which that thing sounds really nice, and I bought him some new strings, so I'm planning to restring it the day before, or a day or two before tracking, and then right now I've just been practicing and kind of getting ready, so looking forward to recording that, and not sure when it's going to release. I'm hoping I can release it by the end of March or in very early April, but whether or not that's going to happen, I really don't know, so we'll find out. But anyway, so let me know if you've heard my new song, Erase Myself. If you have, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And while we're waiting, let me go ahead and play another song for you. This is another instrumental. Hope you like it. Here we go. Thank you. All right. I'm going to check out a few more Lacey Sturm clips. It's another backing track, sorry. Let's see here. I'm going to check out a couple more Lacey Sturm clips, and then I think that's going to be a wrap for this stream. But here we go. We're going to check out a couple more songs here. So one, I thought we would kind of get a refresher on some of Lacey's solo stuff. So this was a song she put out a while back called Awaken Love, and this was from her solo stuff. So I think I remember this being, like all right. It wasn't quite, I feel like whenever, how do I say this? All right, so, oh, whoops, let me get it so you guys can hear it. Okay, so whenever there's a band, usually the band needs somebody to sort of represent the band, to sort of be the face of the band. And that's usually what the front person does, the front man or woman. And so in the case of Flyleaf, Lacey was very much, the front woman. She's kind of the face of Flyleaf. But as much as I love Lacey, as great of a vocalist, as great as a front woman as she is, she's not the only member of, the only one writing the music and stuff. In fact, most of the music is coming from the musicians in the band. And so whenever they take that front person and then kind of do like a solo thing with them, I feel like it's never as good because it's not the same music. It's the same person, but it's like, yes, we love the person, but it was the music that kind of brought us into them. It wasn't just the person. Now, I don't think that was totally the situation here. I think she was ready to leave Flyleaf and, had kind of an opportunity to do some solo stuff. So this wasn't like the label trying to do a solo project with Lacey. But still, that's kind of the case. It was the same thing with like Hayley Williams of Paramore, or I'm trying to think who else. Even Chris Cornell, but even I think Chris Cornell, his solo stuff was pretty good actually. But so it can work, but I feel like most of the time it's not quite as good. So here we go. Let's see what we got here. I think I remember this video being pretty cool. Guy likes his drinks hot. Yeah, so I think I remember when I first heard this song, it was like, it was frustrating because it's not bad, but the chord progression, it's the same chord progression we've heard in like 1,000 other songs. And that's the thing about me. Like, two things that I really appreciate in music: I love chord movements and I love melodies. Like, that's really what sticks out to me. And so that's why songs like this can be really disappointing, because functionally there's nothing wrong with this, Like, it sounds fine, the melodies sound fine, but the chord movements, it's just, we've heard this chord progression 1,000 times before. And so it's just like, from the first few moments, it's just like, I can tell I'm not going to enjoy this, But I mean, like, functionally, it sounds fine. Like the arrangement, the instruments involved, all that. Her vocals sound good. And the melody's okay, It just feels a little safe to me, I am actually going to be seeing a friend of mine this weekend. which I'm looking forward to. And I know she got to see Flyleaf live like several years ago. Might have been back like when we were teenagers and stuff. So, but I think she had a pretty funny story about it because I think her parents had to take her to the show, and you know, Flyleaf is fine, but I think some of the other bands were just very, you know, used very pervasive language in between songs and stuff. And so it was like pretty much they stayed for Flyleaf, and then once that was done, they left. And I think their parents were kind of upset with, you know, kind of having to put up with the other shows and stuff. But hopefully she was still able to enjoy that show. Hopefully that didn't like ruin it. But. Yeah, so I could see, like, you know, anyone who's like a huge fan of Lacey specifically, like I could see them, you know, totally being fine with that song and stuff. But again, I think Lacey's great, but it wasn't just her; it was Flyleaf, and so it was really her paired up with the band and the kind of music that they were making. I mean, this, as far as like music goes, this is almost the exact opposite of Flyleaf. You can tell they're kind of trying to harness some of that sound, you know, some of that rock edge from Flyleaf. But Flyleaf was more than just distorted guitars. You know, Flyleaf, I mean, talk about unique chord progressions and chord movements. Wow, I said that really weird. Flyleaf was like, has such unique chord progressions and just such interesting chord movements and melodies. Sometimes I'm surprised, like, wow, this sounds so cool. How does this sound as catchy as it does while hitting such odd notes? Like, I don't know. There's just so much musically to appreciate from Flyleaf. Hey, Stan, good to have you in the chat. Yeah, she does rock. But yeah, I was just kind of talking about, you know, the song's fine. I was saying I was a little disappointed in the chord movement and just kind of comparing her work to what she did with Flyleaf. Flyleaf, I mean, if I were to just play like a few Flyleaf riffs, I mean, let's see, you know, I'm So Sick. Like already, like that on its own just kind of sticks out. Trying to think if I can think of anything else, like Fully Alive. You know, it's just some really cool movements there, especially in their second album. I don't know if I ever learned any songs from their second album, but Memento Mori has some really cool chord progressions in there. And so just a lot to really appreciate musically. So we'll see. Stan, we're going to check out a few more clips here. Fast fingers. Yeah, trying. Yeah, having to play one-handed right now. Mike stands right over there, so... let's see here. Here's a couple more clips. So I think these were only posted like a few weeks ago, but I think these are from a show that happened earlier this year. So this was a festival called Shiprocked 2023. This happened in late January or something like that.
We've been partying with Leo all week, and I don't know who knows this, but in Norway...
So let's see here. So I think this is a group called the Stowaways. right, let's see here. So I think the band's called Stowaways. I think the song is called Epic. I don't know if I've ever heard this. Oop. Got a few words here, so might have to skip this. It's the one problem with these live shows, so. Yep, there's Lacey. So she's going to be joining them for the song here. I have no clue what to expect with this, so. Wait, I know this song. Oh, this is, this is Faith No More. That's kind of cool. Are you familiar with this band? Well, not this specific band, but Faith No More, Stanley. I was kind of checking out some of their stuff fairly recently. They were back in the 90s, but they're actually a pretty cool band, kind of like funk rock. But I like this song. This is probably my favorite of their stuff. The rest of it was pretty good. I just kind of added in some playlists, but. Now, I don't know if Chad Nicefield, I don't know if that's the original vocalist. I can't remember. I think the name doesn't sound familiar, so I'm not sure that it is, but I could be wrong about that. Again, I'm not like an expert on Faith No More. Yeah, this was one of their big ones, that's right. Usually, like when I'm checking out a band, you know, I'll look up all their music videos and their singles and try to kind of, like, check out kind of a wide variety of their catalog. And this was probably my favorite from their stuff. But they had a few other songs that were pretty good, too. One dude's rocking the double neck guitar. Stan, I feel like we need to get you one of those. What do you think of the double neck guitar, Stan? Is that awesome or is that lame? I feel like it'd be kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it'd be kind of burdensome to play, you know, like it'd just be too much work to play that kind of guitar. Well, it looks like they're having fun. Again, this is a cool song, but, you know, they're pretty much playing it the same way that the song goes. So, whenever you do a cover of a song and you do it, like, exactly the way that the band actually does the song, then it's just like, you know, very rarely are you ever going to do better than the original band. So. Stanley says, if you can play it, awesome. If that is, yeah. Well, it's not, I mean, it's really just holding two guitars at once. Like, if you watch them, you can only play one part at a time. It's not like, you know, it's not like you're playing one or the other. You just kind of switch. Like, you play one and then you switch to the other part, you know. So that's why, to me, it seems like it might be, like, kind of an annoying instrument to play. But yes, you're right, burdensome, yeah. Just seems like a lot of work. band sounded pretty good, though. Very tight performances, so. Cool, cool. All right, so we got one more clip here. One more clip with Lacey from the same festival, Shiprocked. So this looks like it's actually her set. Pretty sure that's her husband. With the dyed hair and the sleeveless shirt. I think I might have heard this song. Stanley says, I think they are great with special intent songs. So, yeah, they're definitely, if you're talking the guitar, you know, it's definitely for show, you know? So it's like, if you're trying to kind of just be entertaining, you know, it's a pretty good instrument for that. Yeah, I've heard this song. But this is from her solo stuff. Guitar solo. Rocking that wah pedal. Awesome, good performance. Yeah, Lacey's definitely a good front woman. Like, you can just tell she just puts everything into it. And the video's almost over. I don't know if this is like a breakdown of the same song or if this is the intro of the next song. See what's about to happen here. She's got great harsh vocals too. Oh, I was just getting into that. It's like, it was awesome, like little kind of thrashy bit, but okay. Cool, cool. So let's see here.
With restriction-free music and sound effects that you can use across all of your content without having to worry about it getting taken down.
All right, cool. Yes, like in your hands, to be in control of the song's mood, and you can't be in both places. Yeah. Yep. Now, there might be some situations, because I think the way that instrument is actually designed, I think the top one is supposed to be a 12-string guitar, and a 12-string guitar is the same thing as a 6-string guitar. It's just, like, each string has a buddy with it, you know, and so you get this kind of dual effect. I think usually it's tuned. I think the second string is tuned an octave higher, if I remember correctly. They might just be the same. So it's almost like a mandolin, but guitar. So I think the top one's like a 12, and then the bottom's a 6. So, you know, it could be practical in that sense if you needed that effect, that 12-string effect. But let's see here. That was picking up. Yeah, I was kind of getting into that kind of thrashy. She's you, but a girl. Maybe. I don't know if maybe. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite as... I don't know if I'd be quite as expressive. Maybe I would. You know, I'm usually hiding behind a guitar, so maybe if I didn't have the guitar, maybe I would be. But we'll have to see. Well, Stan, I think I'm just going to play one more song here. I definitely appreciate you showing up. Give me just a second to bring it up. But so Jake's actually here. I don't know if he's still here. I mean, I would imagine he's not done yet, but he was actually starting to set up the stage for Sunday. So I was going to try to keep this stream a little shorter so that I could assist him and kind of help him out. And it's nothing too difficult. It's just getting everything plugged in and just making sure the sound's coming through all right and stuff. So I was already going to be here for the stream, so I figured, you know, I could give him a hand and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, just a few quick updates and stuff. It's all right. You know, yeah, it's that's just how it goes sometimes. You know, you make it almost every stream, so it's okay if you miss one or two. You know, you know, I just appreciate you showing up at all. If you know, if you wanted to catch some of the other songs, you're certainly welcome to watch the replay and hear some of those other ones. Just to kind of give you up to date on what's been going on and stuff. Been working on some content. I'm gonna have some videos posting soon, and it's kind of nice. I'm really excited for what the year has to come because I'm sort of learning how to make content out of songs. You know, it's sort of like. You know, before I used to just make music-related content, but now I'm making content that's actually related to my music. So it's not just like going out of my way to make something. Now it's like, oh, this is something I'm already doing. And it's been kind of fun coming up with different ways to sort of promote and share my songs and things like that. So definitely excited. As you know, I've released Erase Myself, and I think it's been doing pretty well. And this is just the first song of the year. So it's... You know, I've kind of been going through the promotion phase right now, and I'm going to be fading out of that soon and starting to record the next song here in a bit. But I'm kind of excited. Like, it's already been kind of nice just... Like, it seems obvious, but I guess, you know, before I used to just put out a song, and it was like, all right, it's out, you know, that's the song. And now I'm kind of making more of an effort to actually promote the song and try to make content based off of that. And it's really cool what that does because promotion works, you know. Like, if you promote it... it's just nice, like, making something and then seeing people say, like, okay, yeah, I'll check out the song. And it's like, wow, if I hadn't made that piece of content to promote the song, that person might not have checked out the song, you know? So it's that simple, but it's really cool how that works. And this is only the first song, so I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen if I can maintain this, you know? Because it used to be that I just did this, like, once a year. But if I can... kind of stay on people's radar and build up some consistency, I'm excited to just see what's going to happen. And so I've just been kind of making some content to promote my most recent release, Erase Myself. And I just got some new strings in for Kobe's guitar, his Martin. So I'm going to be changing those soon and going to be tracking guitars for the next song soon. So already going to be starting to work on the next song. Definitely excited about that. But anyway, yep, cool, catch you on Media Group. Yep. But anyway, Stan, I always appreciate you tuning in. I've got one more song, and I'll dedicate this one to you. You know, it's always hard to wrap up these streams, but they've got to end at some point, you know. But, yeah, so this one goes out to you. I know sometimes it's hard to say goodbye, so... I feel like the song is appropriate. This one's called Hard Goodbyes. That's right. They don't know if you don't ask. So yeah, it sounds so obvious, but it's just true. You know, it's amazing what just making an effort to just kind of put something out there, and I think especially I could say this for any other musicians. You know, I think it's a little bit of pride. Like you're kind of scared. You're scared that no one is going to respond. You're scared that you're going to put something out there, and it's just going to be crickets. And you somehow think that people are going to see it, and what they're going to notice is, oh, look, nobody's paying attention. But you kind of have to, and that's partially true, but you kind of have to deal with that. You kind of have to deal with those crickets for the first few releases, and then later it's like, oh, hey, you know, there are a few people who actually care, and you cherish those people. And then little by little, you know, more people start to notice, like, hey, you know, people are checking this out, or you know, what is this, you know? And so you've got to give it a chance to grow. And I think just too often, you know, we try once and there's, you know, again, it's crickets, and then we just think like, oh, nobody cares. And it's like, well, you got to, you know, give it more than that. You got to give it more time. You got to try. And, you know, it's got to be more than just one release. So, all right, Stan, it's always hard to say goodbye. So this one goes out to you. This one's called Hard Goodbyes. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Oh, whoops, did I leave the, Oh, no, I took it down. Cool. Let's see. I tell people, even if you don't totally love it, share it. Some of your friends might love it. Yeah, that's pretty good advice, you know. You know, especially, yeah, if you're, and I definitely appreciate that, because it can help support someone, you know. It might not be like your total cup of tea, but just, you know, just sharing it, you know, it could introduce it to someone who's just absolutely going to love it. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. I'm going to try to keep that in mind myself. I can definitely say, as an artist, the more I've kind of worked on things and put things out, the more it's made me appreciate other artists. Like I recognize, like, man, this person is working hard. And I can start to appreciate that, even if it's like, even if the end result isn't something that, again, that's my cup of tea or whatever. Like I can just appreciate, like, I recognize how hard this person's working, and they're, like I'm just behind, like, helping them find their audience, finding somebody. And that's the great thing too. Just because something doesn't connect with me doesn't mean that it isn't going to be like priceless for someone else, and just, totally resonate with them. And that's the cool thing about, music or art or movies, whatever it might be, is just the kind of impact that it can have on somebody. So yeah, so that's a really cool thing. I'm going to try to remember that myself. Tell Jacob hi for me. Sunday evening, I'm going to work on my bass. Didn't want to mess up my practice for this Sunday. Yep. I'll let him know. And yeah, at some point, I've been a little busy, so I haven't had a chance to, get the other bass set up to be looked at. I don't know if I'm going to handle that or if someone else is. But yeah, we're going to try to get that other bass set up to be fixed. And we should still have access to Ant's bass. And even Jake might look at that a little bit. It's probably like a wire touching something. That's why it's making some noise. So he seemed to make it sound like it could be a pretty simple fix. But Stan, appreciate you tuning in. Always do. And I think that's going to be it for this stream. Anyone watching now or on the replay, thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to support me, there is a link in the description to a virtual tip jar, and this allows me to keep making music, keep writing songs, keep bringing you content. And so, if you can do that, I really appreciate it in helping me out. If you don't have the financial means to support me, my biggest goal right now is building an audience, finding more people who can support me, who can help this grow, so that we can, so that I can bring you bigger and better content. So if you'd like to help me do that, you can do that by what we were just talking about a moment ago: sharing my content, sharing my music, inviting people to the streams, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, and very important, subscribing to my email list. There's a link in the description, and you can sign up for my email list. This allows me to notify you. I can let you know whenever there's a new song release. You can get early access to it. I can let you know when there's new videos, projects, updates, all that stuff. I can keep you posted. So if you want to help me build that audience, sign up for my email list. Link in the description. Thank you so much for those of you watching, tuning in. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a great rest of your evening or morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Until next time.